Hey guys, Coach Barbie here. Uh, I'm outside. It's a beautiful day. I'm outside with my little wabbit. My little wabbit. He don't want to come out. But anyway, just in want to do a quick video for a quick update into what I've been doing. I shouldn't say I haven't done a video. I haven't uploaded a video in a while. So just want to do a quick update. I'm going to change the format of my channel just a little bit because basically, my channel has been more about my journey, which it still will be, and basically posting workouts and reviews on supplements and stuff like that. But I'm also going to use my channel to talk about stuff like, struggles or tips or tricks that have helped me also build my coaching business. Because really, coaching, Beachbody coaching, is nothing more than a customer who is passionate about the Beachbody products, who has gotten results, and who just wants to share them with other people. And that's why I love the coaching so much, because it really isn't, I really don't have to do too much more than be who I already am, just share my message with more people. So, quick update. Well, no, I'm not going to give you an update. What I really wanted to do was I wanted to share a story with you today, okay? So, and the reason I'm sharing this particular story is because a lot of us have a fear of asking for what we want. I've had this fear all my life. I mean, I was raised in a family where I knew in my head my mother would say no. Like if I wanted to go do something or invite friends over, if I wanted to go out or whatever, like she would automatically just say no. That was just her thing. And if I tried to like find a loophole, I would go to my dad, and my dad would say, go ask your mother. And I knew that that answer was going to be no, so what's the point? Why bother? Why ask if they're going to say no anyway, right? So for some of us, that comes since we were kids. Oh, my rabbit wants to sit on my lap. Hi, Wabby. My little Wabby Wab. Okay, so it's funny because the reason I bring up this story is because the other day I was sitting there with my middle son, and he's like, Mom, I want to ask you something, but forget it, Mom. You're going to say no anyway, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm like, hello? You need to ask me. How? Let me throw this gum out. How the heck am I going to know what you want unless you ask me for it? No, because you're going to say no. You're going to say no. Da 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 da. I was like, Gabby, just freaking ask me. You don't know what I'm going to say until you ask. So just ask. So he just happened to ask me. He's like, okay, Mom, I'm going to ask you, but I know you're going to say no. I'm like, okay, well, let's see. Give it a shot. So he's like, can we go to Five Guys Burgers and Fries for dinner? I said, no. True. I said no because, I'm trying to get the kids, eating better at home and everything like that as well. And yes, I was going to say no, but, today I'm taking them to a Chuck E. Cheese fundraiser because, I don't always say no. But the whole point is this. When he was afraid to ask me, I was even more frustrated because I didn't know what he wanted, and how do I know? I'm not a mind reader. I don't know what he wants. So you have to ask. So how does this relate to building your Beachbody business, right? We're so afraid to ask people, hey, will you look at the Beachbody Challenge? Will you look at this? You mentioned you were struggling with weight. Not saying anything to people about the Beachbody Challenge, especially people have expressed a need to lose weight or get fit or get healthy or whatever. That's like cutting yourself off to any type of possibility, because you're already yourself, like my son, predicting that they're going to say no before you even ask. How do you know? You don't know until you ask. And if they say no, it doesn't mean no forever. It may just mean no for not now. And if it does mean no, if no really means no, you just ask them, well, should I take you off my list as someone that no longer wants to be followed up with regarding the Beachbody Challenge? Yes, please take me off your list. Okay, thanks, awesome. Have a great day. But you'll be surprised that when you ask for what you want, they just might say yes. The kids asked me this time, oh, can we go to the Chuck E. Cheese fundraiser for the school? I'm like, yeah, because it's for a good cause. I'm going to take you. So, and I can have a salad anyway. And they can play and have fun. So anyway, the point is, you just don't know until you ask. Don't be afraid, because they just might say yes. What if they say yes? So, go out there and ask for what you want. And you know what? Sometimes we just have to face that fear and feel the fear and do it anyway. You're going to get this knot in your chest sometimes right before you ask the question. But then when the person says, yeah, then, you know, it's really worth getting over that hump. So anyway, this has been Barbie Figueroa, and I'm going to do videos once a week. I don't want to overwhelm myself. It's just I'm trying to be consistent. I'm working on being consistent. So once a week. So check out my new blog. I totally revamped my blog, and I'm going to be sending all my videos, all my articles, all my blog post updates will be available on my blog. So make sure to hit my blog up at www.barbiefigueroa. It's right here, barbiefigueroa.com. You can check out all the information that I have there. If you want to learn more about marketing or about building your Beachbody business, some of the tools I use. If you want to, you know, check out, you know, my journey, keep in track of my journey, see my reviews, yada yada yada. It'll all be at barbiefigueroa.com. So, with that being said, have a wonderful day, everybody. That's all, folks.